Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna record, and yeah, I'm gonna do it. Welcome, y'all. I hope everyone is doing well. If you're new here, my name is Marsha with Mimi Makes Keepsakes. I'm happy that you're here. I've started this video a couple times because I am rambling about stuff that just you like, I don't want to hear that. It is going on a little after 5:30 on a Sunday afternoon. It's been a busy week. I didn't think I was going to get on and record, so I'm not sure if y'all will be seeing this or not. It depends on what it looks like when I put it through edit. The lighting is not the best. It's cloudy. The windows over here, it's just cloudy, and I'm using artificial light, which I hate. But I just want to sit down and chat with y'all about the week and some things that I've made. It was a grand week. I've had my grandkids all week. My older ones spent the week with me so they could go to our vacation Bible school. And of course, I keep little man Monday through Friday. And he hasn't been feeling too good. The older grands, my oldest grandson, I think, got a earache from swimming. So the past couple of days, he hadn't been feeling his best. But little man had his number 2 birthday today. And so it was cute. It was a little golf theme. And my daughter did a really good job. Him and his dad both. Her and her husband both did a really great job putting a party on for him. And yeah, he just enjoyed playing outside with all the cousins, and he had a good time. So yeah, this Mimi's been busy. I may look a little tired, but I feel good. But I say that, then I went and ate a piece of cake and a cupcake and some crawfish, and I'm like, I'm gonna be hurting. My joints, my knees will be hurting. I'm not gonna sleep good. That's usually what happens if I eat cake or dessert of any kind. But it was my grandson's birthday, and it came from the bakery, which is delicious and fresh and good. And I'm rambling again, but you know what? I'm not gonna restart this video. I do want to show y'all what I made this week, or what I finished. So while little man was taking a nap, I would try and crochet a little bit on this project. This project is huge. Y'all heard me talk about it. Told y'all I ate crawfish, right? And I did wash my hands, but I think my eyes, I'm like, oh, that burns. I may have got a little bit of crawfish in my eyes, but it'll be fine. I'm like, oh, that burned. Crawfish was really good. And what was I talking to y'all about? Oh, my crochet project. So I was able to finish up my project. It took me a couple weeks. Not that this project takes that long. I really don't think, I think you could do it in a matter of 2 or 3 days, depending on how fast you crochet, how much time you have to crochet. But he turned out huge. If you've seen my reel, one afternoon, little man was taking a nap, and I decided I was going to do a reel right quick and do some pictures, put it up on the Instagram and do a short, because he's so cute. So stinking cute. Why not, right? So let me show you. This started out as a, let me see what dinosaurs are out there, what long neck patterns are out there. And I found this one, and it is so cute. This is by, I'll put it down. Look. I'll put it down here. It's a page for a pattern from Etsy. And I can't think of the name. I can't think of her Hold on. Let me see if I have it on my Instagram. Did y'all peek? I know y'all peek. Well, if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen this big baby, but I'm going to talk to y'all some about it. I can't talk and punch in numbers at the same time. Yeah, I'm still getting organized over here. I still don't have everything pulled over. The grands did not sleep in the pool house. They had talked about, my grandson wanted to, and I'm like, you know, once we're over here at night, we're not going back over there to the house. Of course, I'm not going to leave them over here by themselves because they're 10 and 11. Not that they're not trustworthy, but kids are mischievous sometimes. And I said, one of y'all going to have to lay on the air mattress because we all three are not going to fit on this queen bed. We probably could, but I needed my space. But they end up sleeping in my craft room, and they did pretty good. I mean, I haven't got everything moved over yet. Some of the stuff I've made, I think my daughter took home one of the dolls that I made from, I don't remember. I see the book and all the dolls, but I don't remember. She took her home, and I think they took home some 3D fidget toys from Poppy's workshop. But here I go rambling again, y'all. Y'all just gonna have to bear with me because I haven't talked to you in a while, and all these thoughts keep popping up in my head, and it's late. Y'all know how I get when it's late. So let me look, and I don't want us to restart this video. I want to say hey and share with y'all what I made, and let me pull it up. This pattern is by Anastasia Bradley from the Little Pattern Shop on Etsy. So it is a Longneck Dinosaur. Look how huge he is. This thing is pretty hefty. It's got some weight to it. It was a lot of fun to make. It was a lot of sewing. My finger got sore from pulling this yarn through and sewing. I was listening to an audio book. I was trying to think of the one that I listened to. Oh, I think it was pretty good. All You Do for Love by JoJo. I don't know. I will have to look it up and put it. I don't think I have my Libby app on here. And y'all are like, girl, we don't care about what you listen to in your audiobooks. I know. But now I'm wondering, what was it that I listened to? Let me see if I can pull up my Libby app, because I use my phone to record. Let me see if I can pull up my Libby app on my iPad. What was it? Maybe it was Audible. So right now I'm listening to Life Hacks for a Little Alien. It's cute. It's cute. So let me pull up my Audible. I like to listen to books. It just helps me to be able to multitask. I can listen to books, play a game on my phone, which I like to play Two Dots, and like Toon Blast, things like that. I think I've told y'all that before. I don't think I have my Audible on my iPad. Anyway, let's go back to why you are here for me to talk about this cute little long neck dinosaur. So stinking cute. He was a labor of love. Very easy to make. I think I would make another one. I think I'm going to try to make it in not Bernat. Premier, no, I don't think I'm going to do Premier either. I'm running out of Premier, and I'm not sure if I want to restock on Premier. I don't think I'll have enough. Look how big he is. Is he even in frame? I don't think I'll have enough of Premier Parfait Chunky to make him. Either in worsted weight yarn or cotton yarn, because this is supposed to be a commission piece for a baby shower, I believe. Anyway, but I told her she don't have to take this one because it turned out huge, and it will do great at my market, I'm sure. It will be a showstopper for sure. I did use the Bernat Blanket Mystical for the main color of the body. Let me move y'all back. I hope he's in frame. He looks like he's in frame. Move y'all back a little bit. Yeah, I apologize for the background. Like I said, I'm still getting this set up. And then I got to looking. I'm like, ooh, I need to paint this. I need to paint that. So I need to get a bucket of kilts and get over here and just paint it. And then I need to figure on a color. And I would love to do it a yellow, but that's going to mess up lighting. So I don't want to do it like a hospital white. So if you have any hints on what color to paint a room that bounces the best light, y'all know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Anyway, back to this little dinosaur. Y'all, I'm getting off track. Oh man, y'all, thanks for hanging out with me. Back to this little dino. What was I telling you? Anyway, this is made, oh, was he in frame? I think he's in frame now. Look how big he is. He's bigger than my head. I need to give him a name. So this was Mystical, Bernat Blanket Mystical in earthenware. It took me like at least 2 skeins. 2 skeins, I believe. Because I had to go to Michael's. I did a pickup order and then just went and picked it up. So I wouldn't be tempted to go in the store and buy yarn I didn't have money for. So I just went and picked this up. And yeah, he takes a lot of yarn. But he's a big boy. I think he's cute. This, and like I said, this is Mystical earthenware. This is that Bernat Blanket Birch. And this is Baby Sand. And in the pattern, it showed felt eyes. I did not do felt eyes. I just did the embroidery eyes. I gave him a little side smile. How do y'all cut your felt eyes? I think I've heard people talk about using a Cricut. Let me know if you use felt dye. Oh, y'all, I'm covering up the mic. Did y'all even hear any of that? I hope so. And I was asking y'all about felt dyes. Do y'all use felt dyes? If you do, how do you cut them? Because I may have to invest in a little gadget. Just saying. So the legs, only issue I had, this is all sewn on, which I'm glad because I didn't want to have to deal with that color change. This is all sewed on, which was very easy to sew on, which I'm glad because I didn't have to deal with that color change. Because I am color change challenged. On the legs, she doesn't say to do a color change. She says to fasten off and start with the new color, but I didn't. I just did a color change and make sure I used my color change in the back. And then once I attached the legs with the color change facing either inside or the back, I went through and did the loops for the little toenails. On the front and the back, let's see. So the only issue I had was sewing these legs on because she says then you attach the legs. She gives you a diagram on where to put the legs. And you can kind of tell they just kind of fall in place where they need to be sewed. But it was a challenging sewing them on. I know there's a way to do it to make them movable because I did a little elephant from Rose and Lily and she shows you how to sew in the legs so they'll be movable. You can move them back and forth, but these are not. And I had to go back in and re-sew a couple of times, up, down, and around, so they would be sturdy, so the legs wouldn't like spread out when he stands up. So sew these legs on for sure. No rhyme or reason, just sew a stitch wherever you think a stitch needs to go to keep these legs in place. I did try to tack up the neck a little bit. Only thing, I wish the neck was up a little bit more like that, because when he's standing, you can't see his cute face. You have to kind of hold it up. So I did try to go in and tack up the neck a little bit. You know, pull in some yarn here and up here and tighten it some so he can have a little curve in his neck. But yeah, he is stinking cute. So stay tuned. I will be doing another one and see if she's interested in that one. I told her she didn't have to get this one because it's going to be expensive. And I think he would be a good display showpiece at my fall market. For sure. So he doesn't have a name. If you have a name for this little cutie, just let me know. Said, hey, he looks like a fill in the blank. My light just got dark. I hope this lighting turns out good. And y'all, he's so cuddly. He just, oof. He's so fluffy. He's so sweet, and he's weighted, and I don't know, I think he would be a great toy for a little one. Not too little where they try to tear them up, but someone that takes care of their toys. I think I would spot clean this one. I would not throw him in the wash machine like a Lovey, but I think he's cute. I did finish another project. Let me set him over here. Okay, so I did finish another project. I did this. When did I do this? I did it this week. Y'all seen the little dino lovey I did out of that tie-dye-ish yarn. Here he is. Well, I went ahead and did a octo. I want to do an octopus, and I thought about putting a rattle in it for babies. And I said, well, I have this pattern that I've had for probably a year from Jade, from her more realistic octo. And I made him, and this is him. He's not very photogenic at all, but he is still cute. It's said to put the safety eyes in the middle of these bobble stitches, but I just know that would pop out because the bobble stitch, I don't know. So I just gave him like little sleepy eyes, and I don't know, I'm torn. I want to make him again, or her. Her name is Paula. It was fairly quick and easy. Of course, this is made out of that tie-dye-ish yarn. It was fairly quick and easy, but I don't know what to do with the eyes. And the bobble stitch, the yarn runs this way. So if you were embroidery eyes, you probably could go back and forth right here to embroidery it. I gave him sleepy. I told y'all that. I gave him sleepy eyes. So I don't know. I don't know. I know I could probably go back in and just snip. Well, if it's for a little one, I don't want safety eyes. So we'll see. I want to make another one that's not out of this tie-dye yarn, because I think this yarn just doesn't show it off as cute as he really is. He just looks wonky. But it was an easy pattern to make, and I think a little one would love it. I know my grandson would love it. But also I'm making some turtles with this tie-dye-ish yarn shell, and we'll see how that goes. I'll share those with you. Y'all, it's getting hot in here. My granddaughter walked out getting in her dad's truck, and she's like, it's so hot. Why is it hot? I said, sweetheart, it's summertime. Y'all, this air is thick. You can cut this air with a knife. We are straight up summertime here in the southern coastal Mississippi. I think it's going to rain. It's bound to rain. I mean, the air can only hold so much humidity. Oh, my husband said, you know, that's a dehumidifier, not humidifier. In my last video, I'm like, I hope y'all don't hear the rumbling of the humidifier and the pool pump. Well, it's a dehumidifier. And I told him, like, they know what I'm talking about. Y'all are used to me calling things what they're not meant to be called, especially when I get tired. But I appreciate y'all's comments and letting me know that you can hear my video and getting all that feedback. It means a lot to me. Y'all are just the best. I enjoy reading your comments and just hanging out with me, spending some time with me. And it just gives me a place to show you, hey, I made this. I made this and I made this. I'm trying to make all the things and just share all the things. This is the best community, and I appreciate y'all being here, hanging out with me for a little bit, spending some of your time with me. Time is precious. But yeah, it is Sunday. I don't know if I told y'all that. We had little man's birthday party. But we did our usual church brunch, getting groceries, birthday party, and then I'm back here chatting with you guys. So this week, I'm going to make some turtles to take back to the bakery because 2 of my turtles sold. My mermaids, my mermaid cats haven't sold. My mermaid hasn't sold. My manatee hasn't sold, but my sea turtles have sold. So I think I'm going to make some more sea turtles for the bakery. But you don't ever know. It's hit and miss what's going to sell and what's not going to sell. But this week I'll have little man. I still need to find time to get back in here and work in this studio. Oh, I'm glistening, y'all. It is a bit warmish for sure. I hope y'all have had a great week. I know this past week's been busy, but it's been a good busy. Did I tell y'all what all we did? They went to Vacation Bible School. We went and got snowballs. Even little man got a snowball. He just got the ice. He's like, ice. He loved his ice. We went and watched the sunset on the beach. They gathered up shells. They left their shells here. It was just like half oyster shells that just come in from probably oil rigs or something, wherever they attach to. But sometimes people will paint inside the shell, and they're wanting to do that, which I've got to update their little craft cubby because the paints are dried out, the inks are dried out. So that's what Ellie's like. Mimi said, we need new craft supplies. I'm like, I know you do. So I'll be hitting the Dollar Tree, I'm sure. But then we went to thrifting. She was staying for church, and I said, let's go find you a cute little skirt. So we found some things at the Goodwill. She got the cutest little skirt. It was all glittery and sparkle. She come out of the dressing room doing this. And then my youngest daughter came over. She's like, oh, I love this. She said, I would so wear this if it fit me. And, she's just a fun girl. I went and go pick her up from Vacation Bible School, and she had her tennis shoes in her hand. I'm like, does your shoes hurt your feet? She's like, no, I took them off so I could dance. But she's a fun girl. I enjoy my grandkids' company. But I could talk about my grandkids all day, but I know I'm going to let y'all go, and I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your week. I'm not sure when I'm going to get this video out, but I appreciate you being here and listening to me ramble and all that good stuff. I will talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.